Good evening, and welcome to another installment of the Paddy Diaries. This is a chronicling of my rise to power, and this is number 3. Allow me to demonstrate with my fingers. 3, or 3, or 3. Today, I'm watching a movie, and the movie I'm watching is The Covenant. And if you've seen it, the first thing you're thinking is, that movie's wet garbage. And it is. The acting in it is terrible. The plot line, a little predictable, a little lame. Not a lot of bad things to look at, though. Visually, it's very stimulating. Obviously, it's got good-looking ladies in it. That's kind of a given. But what I'm referring to, and I say this with the strictest, that means the tippy top of the no homos. That's in the Geneva Convention. The guys in this movie, there's one scene, and my old roommates can vouch for this. Only one of them still my friend on Facebook. That'd be Eric Netherton. Eric, holla. There's a scene where these guys are about to go swimming, and they're in Speedos, and like I said, belt line up. These guys are ripped, and I watch this movie when I'm on a diet, like I am currently, and I literally use it as inspiration, because these guys are shredded. I mean, you could probably iron a shirt on their abs, and you know that little ripple thing that they wash in the river back in the day? It's like a, I don't know, whatever you call, washboard. Thank you, washboard. Washboard abs. You learn something new every day. You know what else I learned today? I learned that learning things makes you smarter. But what I also learned is that sriracha and coffee, they don't go very well together. Oh, the Cardinals. They don't go very well together. Obviously, I don't mean mixing them up. I'm talking about, like, I can have all sorts of hot sauce, every different type, shape, color, size, but sriracha, for some reason, in coffee, doesn't go together. Not for me. Makes my stomach turn. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am currently dating someone. Her name is Tina, and she is a sweetheart. She means the world to me, and I care a lot about her. But before, hi baby, but before that situation, I was somewhat of a flaming, that was close, heterosexual. I was a flaming heterosexual. And I used to consider myself a player. I've never really had a long-term girlfriend. I think 3 months is my top. So, I thought that seeing as how I'm watching a movie, and how I'm relinquishing my throne of single to the next whoever's in the bloodline to catch that beautiful butterfly. There's a wow. There's a specific movie that I want you guys to know about, and I say guys because women, it doesn't work for you. And this one is for the fellas. I'll throw in a tidbit for you next time, but so far we've had 2 tidbits. First one was kind of generally information. I'm getting on a tangent. Men. Obviously, you know the basics, which is get them in either your bed, your couch, a laying position, somewhere horizontal. And while you have them there, you have to have some sort of entertainment, some sort of distraction. You know, scented candles, massage oils, Barry White. That's that's in movies. That doesn't really work. Maybe 70s. So usually you choose a movie. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you the movie that will close the deal. Okay? You got your movie queued up. What is it? It's a little movie I like to call, and the creators of it, writers, like to call The Notebook. I know what you're thinking. The Notebook? That's a chick flick. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you, I've watched that movie 3/4 of the way through, about 20 some odd times, and it is indeed a chick flick, but it is not a bad movie. It is actually a pretty good watch. Now, the key to this movie, though, is for God knows why, it is a Brian Wilson closer. I mean, this thing is a closer. It does work. It takes its name tag off, it punches, it goes to work. I'm not going to say the percentage because it's none of your business, but it's got a pretty good ratio. The majority of the time, it's worked. Now, it's unfair because it really does depend on the female, how well you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, if you've got them in your bed or couch laying position, what have yous, you're already pretty close. So, it could just be coincidence, but, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. When it scratches, I itch it, and it's worked. So, guys, try it. And when you do, you're welcome. There's something else I wanted to talk about. It'll come to me. Oh, well, we're on the subject of movies. Let's just bust this nut off, too. My top 3 favorites. I mean, this is the 3rd installment. It only makes sense. We're talking about movies. Top 3. Number 3. It's actually a very recent addition. And I hate to do it, but Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That movie gets me rolling every time with how sarcastic he is. How just quick. It's an ADD kid's dream. You have a short attention span? Good. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Great movie. Number 2. The Brothers Bloom. That is an excellent movie. I saw it the first time and it was boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was kind of side watching it at my mom's house. Wasn't really paying attention. Watched it again. Gave it the time of day. Great movie. It's got a symphony soundtrack. It's a great movie. A lot of symbolism. A lot of metaphors. A lot of symbology, if you will, as it were. Number 1. I wish I had a drum roll. The Faculty. An oldie but a goodie. My God. The acting is not bad. The soundtrack is pretty phenomenal for a movie from the 90s. But the kicker, Neil Rackers, the cast. Okay? The cast. It's awesome. That cast is stacked. And I could do a cheesy Pamela Anderson TV show stacked. It's ridiculous. That movie has an awesome cast. So yeah, there it is, top 3. If you haven't seen those, buy them. Don't think about it. Buy them. I did a puzzle today, somewhat. And I hate puzzles. And I don't hate puzzles in the same way that I hate Monopoly, because that game takes hours, and God, do I hate it. But I hate puzzles because they're addicting, and they are very tedious and annoying. But when you get that piece, that one piece, that missing piece, that piece de resistance, it's like I want to do a victory dance for every single one. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes I do. I do a little jig. See what I did there? You know what I did there. Alright, I'm going to get back to my movie, because we're closing in on 10 minutes here. I don't want to have to do a part 2. And I got to take a piss. I got to take a leak, Lil Wayne. But I'll see you again, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Hold your breath, cross your fingers. Assalamu alaikum.